Hello and welcome, my fellow artists, to another video, another one in a while, because I have been away and I have been living my life and having my hardships, and honestly I just didn't find a time to record and talk, even though I really wanted to. And I was just like, when will I get back to this? When will I get back to recording, to talking? Even though I have no idea what am I going to be talking about. But I do have some recorded footage of me drawing these wonderful Halloween mandalas that I actually did have a lot of fun making and a lot of fun creating, and so you will see that. And there's 3 of them, and it was like 3 hours of footage, but basically I just sped it up to 17 minutes or something like that. But yeah, so I guess I have lately been rediscovering my artist identity and starting to look at my art in a very different way, and just, to be honest, running into a lot of just blockages that us artists have, and a lot of insecurities and a lot of art struggles, if you will, and in a way, like, not seeing really any value in my art, or more like rediscovering the value in my art. And I feel like this is like a thing that people, that like each artist really does struggle with, you know? It's like does my art actually help anyone, you know? Does my art really do anything good for anyone? So, you know, the truth is, I think, is that I never ever actually saw any value in my art. Honestly, I never fucking cared. I never cared about my art. I never cared about my art. I never saw my art as something that, you know, can bring joy to others, or can, you know, somehow impact others, or somehow, I don't know, like make other people have feelings upon, you know, looking at my art and stuff like that. And where does that come from? I don't know. Probably just childhood experiences. I feel like that was never, my art was never valued. I mean, I wasn't really discouraged from drawing and discouraged from exploring, but I have never actually developed confidence in what I like to draw. I only had confidence in drawing what someone else was telling me to draw, like when I was going to art school and stuff like that, and how the teachers were just trying to, you know, like put every kid into a box, you know, by teaching them same techniques and having them draw like literally same things, you know. And obviously that does it really does nothing for your uniqueness or your personality as an artist. And honestly, only up until recently, I just started seeing the value that, oh, like my art is like, it's really unique. Like there is, you know, there is never gonna be another artist like me, and I am never gonna be like another artist either. And it's kind of hard, like it's hard in a way, like that like stereotype of a starving artist. Like I feel like it relates so much to artists like not valuing their work and not seeing their own uniqueness, because art in the world is really not like appreciated. It's like we have a very utilitarian world where we're all about practicality, and it's all about like having the career that is like most profitable, not like the most enjoyable. And if we take it further, it goes like, drawing the art that's gonna make you most money, not drawing the art that you want to draw. And I feel like this actually is, and kind of was, my very big like conundrum, because I was taught, right, that it's like I'm not supposed to be an artist, but if I am an artist, then I better draw something that is most profitable. The conversation was never about whether I like drawing it. It was like I have to adjust to what people expect of me, rather than find people who expect what I'm good at. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this is something like this, like kind of relationship with your own art actually gets in the way of like becoming successful, like to so many artists. It's like you have that and you just cannot get past it, because there's just this belief that no one wants your art. And I have it, and I was really facing this recently, because I decided to really start focusing on like my art career and like my skills, as an artist. And all this stuff started coming up, and all this like, oh my god, I will never succeed, my art is just is just too sexy, or not sexy enough, or like too spiritual but not spiritual. It's that same thing that we have like as people when we just feel like not worthy. That's what we tell ourselves. So this is now me telling it to myself, in the area of my own art. And that's like, it just, I guess it sucks, and now I'm like looking at this sped up mandala art that I'm doing, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is beautiful, and it's like, sometimes it's like, I feel like we need to like step away, to kind of step away and look at ourselves, at our art, like from further away, to kind of find value, and give ourselves time. Like that's what I'm doing right now, giving myself time to just make something, and just just feel proud just about the fact that it's like is the only thing in the world like that. There's never gonna be another thing made like that, and even if someone copies it, it's not gonna be made in the same circumstance, in the same environment. So in that way, like, this artwork is like one of a kind. It's just unique, and it'll never ever, there's never ever gonna be the same one ever again. Honestly, for a long time, I really just avoided I avoided taking my art seriously, I avoided thinking about it. I avoided just like owning it as a part of me, as something that I am really good at, it's something that I should probably understand that I'm good at, and I feel like we so often like downplay it, and I downplay it, it's like, oh yeah, I draw, but I'm not calling myself a professional, even though I've been drawing for like 15 years, I have made money from my art, so by all like definitions, I am a professional at this point, and it's just so funny how like one can be a professional and still really have so much, like blockages, like so many blockages around like monetizing or, receiving money for your art. And I actually have this friend who is also an artist, and she's like very sheltered. Well, I don't know, like she's not exactly a person with a very strong, like sense of self-worth. And it always pains me to see how she always refuses money. She's like telling me, that, hey, look, I do have these blockages. I just cannot take money. I cannot take money for my art. And partly I kind of understand her, even though on my end I'm just like, well, I gotta survive. I gotta like, I don't know. My skill is my only, way to actually provide for myself. So I feel like I cannot afford to not, take money for my skill. But watching her and her being like, oh, I don't want to monetize my art, but I'm fine like going and drawing for someone else, like working like in a corporate job where they, just tell me what I need to draw and pay me like a standard wage. Nothing wrong with that, but as long as it makes you happy. It didn't make her happy, so yeah. I actually was having so much fun with these mandalas, and I was drawing them for Etsy. So I basically opened an Etsy store with like coloring pages, right? And just drawing these for like coloring. And is it fun? Like, I don't know, like putting all these different like elements, into something that comes together into like one mandala, and it's just like, it's pretty cool, It's just like a puzzle, putting together a puzzle, and then kind of shading it, and trying different positions for different elements and stuff like that. Yeah, I really did discover something by creating these, and they are also available for download on my Etsy store as like a digital download. It's like they're like literally cents, and since I don't really like color too much, I thought, why not just do what I'm good at. Even though, like, speaking about color, I feel like I do want to do more colorful work in the future, because I am just getting so comfortable just doing line arts, and my color work is probably suffering because I haven't done anything properly, like digital render, in like forever. And oh my god, I'm gonna be so embarrassed once I actually do, and then I have to like put it up here and record me talking about it. It's just gonna be like, yeah, but oh well, guess I'll do that anyway. Probably slowly, because yeah, I also have chronic pain, so it's just hard for me to do a lot of stuff all the time and make and record videos and all that stuff. But I do like it, so there's that. Another thing is like, how do I get over these, like, all these blockages? Like, what do I do? And trust me, if I knew, I would share, but unfortunately all I can share is my own confusion and my own attempts at untangling all of this. This is like the artist's journey, in the process. Also, I haven't read that book, but people talk about it, and I've heard it has like artist struggles, so these are the artist struggles. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like recognizing the uniqueness of it all, the one-of-a-kind experience that I went through, or you as an artist went through, to acquire those skills, you know, to use those skills to create something that someone else looks at and, you know, gets their own unique impression from looking at that work. It's like, it's precious in a way when I look at it like that. It's really precious. And someone who might buy your work and just, you know, have fun, like for example those same like coloring pages, right, that I'm like selling, and it's like someone can buy that and someone can pay you for your skill to then have an experience of coloring your work, you know, your work that has its own unique, like, I don't want to say energy, but I guess energy, like unique energetic signature or whatever, you know, like the way it was made and everything. So yeah, and I feel like I like that. This is nice, and it makes me feel so much better about, you know, being an artist, and so much more value about having these like skills. But like, do they teach you this in art school? No, they don't. Well, I don't know, actually. I haven't been in an art school for a very long time, and even then I actually didn't go to an art school. I just went to the, you know, like pre-art school, like preparation or something like that, but I didn't actually enter. So yeah, I don't know, maybe these days they do teach you in art school these things, but they probably don't. So all of us who actually go through art school come out like a little robots in a conveyor belt. And I am sorry if I'm insulting anyone. I am open to, you know, being wrong, and that maybe some people actually, you know, come out stronger from there and stuff like that. Or maybe it's just me and, you know, my poor country, you know, shitty art schools. Sure, maybe art schools in like very let's say center of the world kind of countries are much better. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video and my rambling. Honestly, I didn't have no script, so everything is pretty random. Let me know your thoughts about your artist journey. How do you value your art? Do you value your art? And if you do value your art, share like what, you know, what do you value about your art? You know, maybe I'll get some good ideas because I need them. And or if you don't value your art, also why? You know, that would be pretty cool to hear. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.